It's Madden NFL 22, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Titans and the Ravens coming up next.
These folks in the Circle City, they love their Colts, and they have packed the house tonight as we welcome you to Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens. Brandon Gardner alongside, as always, my partner Charles Davis. And CD, in the few moments here before kickoff, let's give these folks at home a look at these two offenses by the numbers. What stands out to you?
Brandon, I just continue to be amazed by the analytics of the game, and it's an area where I continue to concentrate and study because I'm still trying to figure out how coaches and coordinators can really crunch the numbers and find where exactly on the field a defense is vulnerable. It's the game within the game. And if you really dive into it, it can be endlessly fascinating.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Jackson on first down, being chased out left. He'll get that to the rookie from Minnesota, Rashad Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Ravens receivers are ranked last in receptions and receiving yards each of the last 2 years. Thus, the pick of Rashad Bateman at the University of Minnesota. He was their first-round pick, number 27 overall, and they expect to see more catches and more first downs from that young man.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Here's Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 52 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield. Yeah, and this just looked like a simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he hit high gear, there's absolutely no one who was going to stop him. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Derrick Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill steps away to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. And that will be incomplete.
Well, you got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Tannehill. Flush to his right. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Andrews. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Rolling to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from the 20. And the Ravens have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Titans getting the football back. This is a team that is 2-1 on the season after holding off the Colts in Week 3. Usually Indianapolis has a lot of success in Nashville, but not this time. Tennessee grabs the lead in a very weak AFC South with Houston, Jacksonville, and Indianapolis, Charles, now a combined 1-8 to start the season.
And how about this for a surprise? Because every coach we've ever met always talks about the turnover battle. If you don't win it, you don't win the game. They won despite losing the turnover battle 3-0. They also lost to wide receiver A.J. Brown to a hamstring injury early in the game. We're not sure quite how severe it is. Hopefully he's back quickly. But don't forget this. Julio Jones didn't finish the game. No word yet on exactly why, but it's a story that bears watching.
And now they go on the road for 2, but 2 certainly winnable games at the Jets and then at the Jags. A chance for the Titans to get to 4-1 on the young season. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Tannehill on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jones. And he will have a Titans 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Forced out to his left. And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds. so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. This hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big 30-yard play on third.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Henry again on 2nd down. And running with power here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 43 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, it became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles. And he did it with style, too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the first since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
Dancing to his left. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Well, you're already up a couple of scores here in the first half defensively, and Charles, they just seem to be playing really free on that side of the football.
I love the observation because with that type of a lead, they feel like they can take a few more chances and be even more aggressive, and it's been paying off for them so far this game.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1? Tannehill. And it's caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. Ryan Tannehill into the spot. Julio Jones for the touchdown there. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back. Tremendous poise. Confidence never lost. And obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
On the return, Devin Duvernay. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. To throw is Jackson. He'll drop this down to Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Steps away. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air as the Ravens push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Derrick Henry trots back out there and gets ready to go. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? On first down, it's Tannehill, escaping the pressure right. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Well, hey, partner, in Week 3 of the NFL, special teams was a big storyline. How about Justin Tucker? NFL record 66-yarders, time expired. The Ravens beat the Lions. And then the Lions former kicker Matt Prater, now with the Cardinals, he tried a 68-yarder at the end of the first half. It came up short. And how about Jamal Agnew? A 109-yard return on the field goal miss. That tied an NFL record.
Yeah, tied a record set previously by Cordero Patterson and Antonio Cromartie. And let's face it, it can't be broken, right? You can't go any farther than 109 to 110. Means you're over the end line. But Matt Prater, he held the NFL record at 64 yards before Tucker broke it in the ball game this week. And how about him trying that one?
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So a decent game, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Bud Dupree, he brought the pressure on the blitz, and he gets there for a loss of 12. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 12. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you. And we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports.
The Titans getting set to go here to begin the third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
76 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Tannehill on first down. Flushed out right. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Jeff Swain, the intended receiver.
And that takes us from second to third down.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He wants Reynolds way downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They had the big halftime lead. Their defense just helped them out further by forcing the turnover, so things are starting to look pretty rosy.
They certainly are, but they've got to be careful about getting complacent, though. They still need to go out and run their offense efficiently.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on third down. Buying time to his left. And he is going to have the first down as he's out to his own 13-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards in a first. He'll buy some time right. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Well, another fine run right there for Lamar Jackson, and CD, that one puts him over 100 yards now for the ballgame.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise. With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Josh Oliver, 54 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor, and he shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They give to Henry. And down he'll go at the 25.
86 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
Tannehill escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
shotgun snap for Tannehill. Being chased out left. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception. Really a bad throw, so maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Escapes the defender. Touchdown, Titans! Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the night. And the Titans are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Out of the pistol, here's Williams. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Oh, Lamar Jackson just so electric, Charles, when he gets into open space, and we saw Exhibit A right there.
You know something? I'm standing up here in the booth next to you watching the play. He buckled my ankles on that one as well. It doesn't matter whether you're actually on the field trying to chase him or you're just watching him play. This guy is sheer excitement.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This one swung out to Williams. Touchdown! A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Titans set and ready to go on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Malik Harrison on the tackle. Second down, they go again with Henry. And some space here. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, 70 yards. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. All of a sudden, they have quite a bit of breathing room. This was a one-score game, but touchdowns on their last 2 drives, and now comfort is here, so to speak.
It certainly is for them. I've been in this situation before on the flip side of this, and all that's going on there is a little bit of finger pointing. What's going on? How can we stop them? Can someone make a play to try and stop this momentum?
Well, they're going to be ball hawking because they need a turnover on that other side. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Steps away to his left. Gets this to Ferguson, the tight end. They find some open field here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup of 38. On first down, Tannehill. He's going to look downfield for Henry. And this is caught inside the 5. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Here's Tannehill. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Henry. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Ravens have got it.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Out to his left. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game instead of being able to shut the door. It's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 189 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Anthony Frisker, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Out of the gun, Tannehill going for it all. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead
is trimmed down to 10. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
The return is Duvernay. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson can really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense lets gas, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there.
But now it's third down. Throwing now is Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Going deep here for Watkins. A leap, and he's got it. He got it.
Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of...
It's the NFL on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC West. It's the Cardinals and the Rams, and it's coming up next.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers. You're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Tyler Higbee just keeps getting better and better as a receiver. Makes a nice grab there for a first down. In his 6th season now, all with the Rams, 6'6", 255. And we saw Matthew Stafford like working with T.J. Hockenson the last couple of years. He's going to love working with Tyler Higbee.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. Rolling to his right. Finding room inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw. Stafford. Bringing it in. Jackson left side. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. Touchdown, Rams. Jacob Harris, 34 yards. And the Rams are going to take a first-quarter lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. To throw, it's Murray on the move to his left. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Shotgun now from Murray. Sliding out of the pocket. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Personal foul.
Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Buying time to his left. Green brings it in. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 more yards there and another first down. First down, Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Deshaun Robinson, too much to handle that time. Gets the sack. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Chase Edmonds. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Los Angeles Rams take the field again, and in Week 3, in a battle of two recent NFC champions, it was the Rams who came out on top, defeating Tom Brady and the Bucs 34-24. But even more impressively, they did so without trailing at any point in the contest. The Rams scored 31 points in the game's second and third quarters, and at one point had 4 consecutive drives that went for touchdowns. Now, this was a must-see game, Charles, and a big win for the Rams. Do you think that it makes them the team to beat in the NFC early in the season?
Well, to quote one of the great phrases that we have in our culture right now, to be the man, you have to beat the man. And guess what? The Rams just did. Give them credit. So to me, it makes them the front runners. And Matthew Stafford clearly at home in a short amount of time in Los Angeles. 343 yards, 4 touchdowns. He and his head coach, Sean McVay, meshing so perfectly. Cooper Kupp just gets better every time out. 9 catches, 96 yards, 2 touchdowns. Who can cover this guy? A superior route runner. And guess what?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Phillips in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. So that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And it appears that this was just a letdown from the offensive line, but they do have a tough job because if you're a big tackle out there on the perimeter, sometimes you don't have the agility to keep up with the defensive end who's looking to wreak havoc in the backfield, and he got there and put his man on the ground.
And as we check the next-gen stats, that play lasted just 2.7 seconds from beginning to end. Just not enough time to throw the football. They snap it to Stafford. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Henderson now on 1st and 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, a give to Henderson. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Stafford on 3rd down. It's caught by Jackson. And he's going to have a Rams 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Robert Woods on the touchdown throw from Matthew Stafford. And the Rams have taken the lead. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Out again are the Arizona Cardinals, and they won't get tired of hearing this. 3-0, and one of the final 5 unbeaten teams in the league this season. Their latest win comes over the Jacksonville Jags, 31-19, giving the team its first 3-0 start since 2015. And Arizona's offense, Charles, spectacular again in this one. They lead the NFL in scoring. Even playing in an incredibly tough division, these guys look like they may be the front runners, and they may be the real deal this year.
I absolutely believe that they are the real deal this year because it's not just what they're doing on offense. Although when you score at least 30 points and have over 400 yards in every game, you're likely to win, but you win the games that you have in front of you. Even though Kyler Murray had no passing touchdowns this week, he still put up 316 yards and had 1 on the ground, that extra dimension that teams have to prepare for, and rarely do they solve it. And I love the fact that they were tough, Brandon. Trailed at halftime, got a rush touchdown from James Conner, and a pick six from cornerback Byron Murphy Jr. in the span of 3 plays, and it erased a 9-point lead in the third quarter. This team, they're acting like they are for real.
We mentioned the division. A couple of tough division games coming up. They'll play at the LA Rams this week, and then week 5, they host San Francisco. 11 more on that one, and another first down. Throwing now is Murray. He'll buy some time right. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Opted to run for it. The decision, a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Murray now to throw. Rolling to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First carry for James Conner. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They'll try and run forward with Conner. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and the Cardinals are going to have it now 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. 2nd down and goal. Murray rolling. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Demetrius Harris in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. On 1st down, Stafford here. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Woods, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cardinals ready to go here to start the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now Murray steps away. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. To throw is Murray, sliding out of the pocket. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. After the sack on first down, Murray fighting, lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal. Murray now on the move to his left. And that is incomplete. The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense in that incompletion.
And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play. Yeah. But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent of the old idea that any possession that ends in a kick, I'm happy with. He wanted to be really aggressive.
A little twist here in the 3rd quarter. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Stafford being chased out left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Quick slant here to Woods. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Brings up 3rd and 1. Stafford. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. Open man is Henderson. That's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
First and 10.
They'll run on first down. Henderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
On 2nd and inches. Stafford. And that's caught left side. It's Woods. Touchdown, LA! Oh, yeah! Robert Woods. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Rams have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Out of his end zone comes Andy Isabella. Isabella not going to risk a return here, and they'll start at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Rolling to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. Steps away to his left. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. On 1st down, it's Henderson, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Darrell Henderson, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Stafford's going to try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on two-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And this is caught at the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with the flag. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Murray going to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, they're starting a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Forced out to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, he was just trying to contain DeAndre Hopkins, and he got a little too close.
And because of his ability to line up in different spots on the field and come at you from different angles, different guys have to cover him, and all of them have the same issue. How do you do it without interfering? In this case, it didn't get done.
Flushed out right. He's airing it out for Williams. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the pass is incomplete in the... zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1 yard line.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Here's Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Kyler Murray taking it in from a yard out. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. That's caught inside the 10. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 57 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot, versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Here's Johnny Hekker now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot, 1st and goal. At the 3-yard line. And now the football changes hands. They're going to take a look at So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll roll him out right. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. To throw, it's Murray. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Pass complete to Green. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal 1st down. Murray to throw. Buying time to his left. He's got Conner. A 1st down for Conner and then some. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner, 64 yards. And the Cardinals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. To throw is Murray, out to his left. And he is in for the 2. I still can't believe they went for it, but they've got themselves a lead here late in the ball game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden, the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence, because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence, and they just got their assignments down. They get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Stafford. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now it's Stafford being chased out left. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll buy some time right. And he's got this one to Henderson. It's caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this.
Get ready, get ready.
After you.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 78 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll go back to Henderson on 1st down. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And here's another kneel down as he'll try to set up the game winner.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
And they're going to get the timeout call. What a finish. We're down to 4 seconds to go in this football game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he sees to his.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is going to be recovered in the end zone. And he's got a Super Bowl touchdown. And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.